Hey guys, Nathan here from Traeger in the Tropics. It's Tropical Friday here in North Queensland, and what better way to start your weekend than some pork ribs. Today I've got some beautiful pork ribs I got from Matty at the Meat Barn in Currajong. Guys, if you're looking for good quality meat that's not going to break the bank, head around and see Matty at the Meat Barn, tell him I sent you and he'll look after you. So guys, these ribs are a Louisiana cut rib. Cut them open, give the ribs out of the packet. Now they're a good looking rack of ribs, guys. They're a very good looking rack of ribs indeed. I'm just going to flip them over and give the back a bit of a tidy up and get the silver skin off. Oh, we're going to be a tricky little monkey today, but that's alright, we can sort that. Doesn't want to come at all. There we go, got to start. Sometimes it's all you need just to get that start, and then away it comes. Now as I say that, Murphy's Law gets me again. But that's alright, it's Friday. Look at the meat on these guys. Unreal. I'm not going to stress too much about that little triangle piece at the top. It's all good. Now guys, with my ribs, what I like to do, I like to just feel around the top, make sure there's no big hard lumps of fat that I need to trim off. If there is, I do trim those off. I've got a couple of good Victorinox knives here I like to trim it off with. Otherwise, I start with a good base of just salt, pepper and garlic. This SPG is one I make here at home. It's basically 2 parts black pepper to 1 part salt, and then some garlic powder in there as well. So I like to give the meat side a good coat first, pat that in. We flip it over to the back side, and as you can see with these ribs, there's still some good bits on the back. I might just get that fat off through here. Perfect. Now I'll also give the back a bit of a coat with SPG, because obviously there's still a lot of meat here that we can cook up as well. Now we're flipping back over to the meat side. I like to go across my ribs with some of this stuff, which is the Holy Gospel from Meat Church. Matt at Meat Church does some really amazing rubs, and this is one of them. This is one rub that's always in my cupboard regardless. A good coat on there. I'm probably not as heavy on the rubs as a lot of guys out there, primarily because I also like to taste the meat. I don't want every time I have a mouthful just to be rubbed. So I'm pretty tight on the rubs, you might say. I also put a little bit of white lightning on. The saltiness of the white lightning obviously goes well with pork, and honestly, white lightning goes good with everything. And over the top of all of that is this stuff, Lane's Magic Dust. Now, I got this little sample bottle just to try, and man, seriously, blows me away how good this stuff is. Just a small amount across the top. Make sure you get the edges, make sure you get right around, give it a good pat, make sure it's right in. Listen to that, beautiful. Now I'll flip it over. I will put some of these on the back. I won't put as much on the back, because obviously all the flavours on the front side. Perfect. Just a dash of white lightning. Easy as that. So what I'll do now, I'll leave these here on the bench for 5 just to sweat up, just to make sure all of that rub gets soaked into that meat beautifully. And we'll take them out to the Traeger. We're doing the 3-2-1 method today, so it'll be 3 hours unwrapped. I'll check them after that hour, hour and a half mark, give them a spritz if needed. Otherwise, I'll be wrapping them at the 2 hour mark, and we're putting a nice coat of this on. That's the Blues Hog Tennessee Red sauce. The first and primary ingredient in this is apple cider vinegar, which is normally what most people spritz with. So that's why this is my go-to sauce. It's got lots of flavour, but it also does the job as a spritz. So I'll keep that close by. We'll give it the 5 and we'll throw it on. So, as I said, bone side down, meat side up for now. Got it set on 107 or 225. Okay guys, so got the ribs, we're back inside now. Looking amazing, smelling the goods. A couple of the kids just come out and said how good they smell. So now we're going to foil them. We're going to double foil these guys because they've reduced by about that 20 to 30%, so there's some bones being exposed. So we're going to double foil them, put it down. We'll get this stuff. As I mentioned earlier, this Blues Hog, this Tennessee Red is absolutely amazing on ribs. So crack it up. I've got my magic basting brush here, the old Traeger orange. We'll get a good bit of that on. So if I'm cooking for the family, I don't do this, I just pour it. So let's just pour it. Pour it over the head of the brush so it doesn't spill everywhere. Give it all a good coat, especially the ends of it. Real good coat. Like that. Flip it over. Oh. Sweet. So, as I said, I like to cook mine now meat down, so that way all that juice and all the sauce stays in there and penetrates the meat and comes up seriously divine. You don't get like this by eating healthy and eating no fat. You want flavour. Grab some more. That's it, we'll do these two and we'll take them back out to the Traeger. So guys, that's the ribs now. Hey, right there. So that's the ribs now wrapped and sauced, ready to go back in Tyrone the Traeger. So let's get them in and finish them off. Cool. We'll catch you guys when these are done. Hey guys, so here we are. We've done the 3-2-1 method of these ribs. I've just grabbed them off the Traeger, pulled them inside. You can still see there's some steam coming off them. Let's crack this out. Holy. They're not some of the best looking ribs you've seen. As you can see, the sauce has sort of got the foil attached to it, but that's alright, we can live with that. Put a bit of bark through there. Rip that off. Now, the all-important test. Look at that. Easy as. Man, they're hot. Guys, so that's it. I'm going to take this over to the table, feed my crew. If you're in North Queensland or anywhere in the world, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're Traeger in the Tropics. We're based here in North Queensland. If you've got any hints or tips or things you'd like to see me try, give us a shout, put it in the comments. Jump on the socials or on Facebook and Instagram at Traeger in the Tropics. But yeah, till next time guys, cheers.